Hi everyone and welcome to Friday Heart Letters. I'm excited to share with you today's letter. But before I do that, I have a special message for all of you young soul readers. This letter might be a bit difficult to read for some of you, and especially for those of you who have experienced sexual abuse. So, I want to encourage you to find a friend, find a family member, find somebody to be with you as you read this letter. And just ask them, to be there. And if you need to take time and read it in sections, please do so. Don't feel like you have to read it all. But I just want to let you know that this young soul found healing, and my hope and my prayer is that God will give you healing through the letter, that you will be able to find something that you can heal at this moment. As you're reading the letter, I want to encourage you, ask the Holy Spirit to, first of all, to embrace you as you're reading the letter, and that whatever that he needs to heal, that he heals it at that moment, that he takes you in his loving and caring arms and just works in you. Because I understand that sometimes some things are very difficult to just work through them, and to find healing, because sometimes there are things that are just too hard. But there's nothing impossible for our God. There's nothing impossible. Nothing is too hard, too much for him. He is the God of the impossible, and he wants to give you healing. He wants to bring healing. He wants to bring joy and dancing, just like he did to this young soul, because this is exactly what she experienced. So I want you to know that you are not alone. Whatever you have experienced, you are not alone. And if you need somebody to read the letter with you, go for it. Don't allow shame or fear to tell you that you cannot do this, that you cannot ask for help. If you need somebody, go and ask. So now that I've given you my special message for all of you readers, now I want to share with you what this letter is all about. This young soul, like I said, from a very young age up until, through her adolescent years and through her teenage years, she experienced sexual abuse. And it was hard for her, and it was hard in so many different circumstances, and how she didn't have an identity. She didn't have she didn't think that she was brave enough to do things. She was always afraid. She was insecure. She didn't know who she truly was. But then came God. When you walk through life and you find yourself just like this young soul did, and when God comes in, he does the miraculous. And she talks about all of her pain, but the most important thing is that she said he changed her sorrow and her pain for joy and dancing. I mean, how amazing is that? How amazing is that she went from a painful situation to dancing? Who can do that? No one else but our God. So I just want to encourage you to go ahead and read this letter. Share it with a friend. Share it with your family. Share it with others around you, to let them know that what for us humans it's impossible. For our God, it's not impossible, and he wants to bring healing and restoration to every single one of us. So I want to encourage you to go ahead and read it. And this young soul said something at the end. She didn't know who she was, but God changed her name and told her that she was his beloved. So I want to ask you today, what is God calling you today? What is he calling you? Whatever he's calling you, let that be louder than the words that the world is calling you, because the world has many names for every single one of us. But the one thing you want to make sure you hear today loud and clear, it's the voice of God calling you his beloved. So go take some time and read this letter. The link is in the bio. It's also on the post from this morning. Go ahead and read it, and leave a comment, share it with a friend, share it with your neighbors, share it with your sisters, your cousins, share it with everybody, and let them know what God can do for them. through healing and restoration. And if you have a testimony or if you have a letter you want to share with us, send me a message, a private message, send me a comment, leave a comment, and then I'll be in touch with you. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. God bless you guys.